Coucou les filles, hello my loves, Marhaba habibetey. It seems so strange to be sitting here. It's been forever. I've been like wanting to sit down and film for a while, but I haven't been able to figure out what it is. Alrighty, take two, let's try this again. My camera ran out of battery and I could refilm the intro, but I think we unauthentically will just be ourselves. So anyways, I've been trying to think of what I wanted to film. And the first video I ever filmed was a resolutions video. So what better way than to get back into it? 2017 was a year that kicked my ass. Not my butt, kicked my ass royally. And I've struggled a little bit getting back into the groove and getting back to myself. So my intentions, I think more than my goals this year, are very similar to what I filmed 3 years ago when I sat down here, which is to focus on health and happiness. So in terms of what I'm focused on in my career, it's continuing to find those moments of learning and challenge and all that kind of good stuff, but also taking moments to remind myself that I'm a person outside of work. So remembering to take a break, even if it's 15 minutes, and moving away from my office, from my desk. Waking up a little bit earlier in the morning to read a little bit or put on makeup. Those are kind of my career-related ambitions. In terms of health and fitness, I had a year where work and life was really tough, and other than planning for my races, I kind of fell off the bandwagon completely. My food got wonky. I started stress eating or not eating. And then they canceled my Disney races on me. So that threw me for a loop. So this year, my goal and my ambition is to find other races that I get to run, because running has been such an integral part of my health, mentally and physically. So that's my ambition there, to get back to the gym a couple times a week to remind my body that it's physically stronger than I think it is, which helps on a whole lot of different levels, not just the physical. And then to get back to my healthy eating, I've put on a little bit of weight. The whooshing sound is back in my ear. We don't need that. So I've got a little bit of a weight-related target as well this year, which you will hear more about. We'll do some more check-ins on that, because anytime we start talking about weight loss, we've chatted about this before, there's a whole emotional gamut roller coaster. So yeah, those are kind of the health and fitness related goals. And then my personal goals, I want to be here with you guys hopefully once a week. That's the goal. I want to make sure I'm getting to my reading, a book every 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. So I'll kind of report back on that. Getting back and doing my makeup in the last little while. I mean, when I started riding my motorcycle, it was hard to actually put makeup on underneath my full face helmet. So in the summer we fell off, but I want to remind myself of the joy of playing with makeup and experimenting with new looks. So that's definitely one of my intentions, and just focusing on things that make my heart happy, things that make me and feed my soul. Kind of really remembering that I have a life outside of the things that can be taxing sometimes, that define me in relations to professional ambitions or to familial obligations, or friendship obligations, kind of reminding myself who I am and what feeds my soul. So those are kind of where I'm at for 2018. I'll maybe report back on them in favorites and that kind of a thing. I also would love to hear from you guys what you want to see. YouTube has become a strange space recently. The world is a weird space where sometimes it seems a little inauthentic to talk about. I don't want to say about lipstick and meaningless things, because they're not meaningless, but sometimes the world feels heavy and it feels inauthentic just to come sit here and just be giddy and bubbly when I don't feel giddy and bubbly. But I also don't want this to become a space where we all just sit and vent together. Like, it has to be kind of an authentic mix and balance of things. So let me know what would be interesting topics. I'm kind of lacking inspiration. Let's phrase it that way maybe. Let me know what you guys would like to see. I think that's it for me today. It's like a super late on a Sunday night, but it felt like a waste. I put on lashes. We're gonna sit down and film. So yeah, I had to take out my lash extensions because my eyes were reacting to it, and oh, I reacted so much more emotionally than was necessary when I had to take them out. Okay, take 3, you guys. I'm doing points of positivity before this boots me out once and for all. My first point of positivity is watching Molly's Game with my sister. I just watched it. It was really good. My second point of positivity is listening to The Greatest Showman soundtrack on repeat. Also excellent, highly recommend it. And my third point of positivity is being here with you guys. In true fashion of these videos, I'm gonna bust out of here before we lose camera and remind you, camera, you know what I'm talking about, that life is just way too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.